Welcome to the Recruiting Roundup brought to you by IBEW Local 640. I'm Claudia Collins, joined by Chaparral defensive lineman Gavin Gwiniger. And Gavin, you've been enjoying your summer, but you told me you're in Texas right now. So let's start there. What brought you to Texas?
So I'm attending some SMU and TCU camps down here. They're big kind of showcases. So kind of hopefully getting a little more recruiting attention from more SEC and ACC schools. Hopefully that's the goal.
What have been your personal goals this off season, and what was spring ball like for you?
Yeah, my personal goal this offseason was just, get bigger, because I feel like I played last year a little undersized, but this year I was, hitting the weight room really hard and did really well. And this year I kind of took more of a leadership role on my team. So we had a lot of graduating seniors last year. So I feel like I really kind of stepped up and helped lead the team through spring ball. And so it's going well. I'm kind of happy where we're at. So.
Well, let's talk about your most recent offer, which was out of Stanford. How did that offer come about, and what interests you about that program?
Yeah, that's a huge offer. So Stanford's been kind of one of my dream schools for a while, being that highly of a academic institution. It's very prestigious. I've built a good relationship with the Stanford coaches here kind of over the past month or so, and so it was awesome. They didn't just kind of throw the offer out there. Kind of developed a relationship, and then they offered me, it was really special. So that's awesome.
Have you been out to Stanford or just to San Francisco, checked out that area before?
So I haven't. I've never been out to the Bay before. My sister's a senior at UCLA, so I've been to LA, been there, but I've never been up to the Bay. So I'm looking forward to it.
Pac-12 seems to be pretty interested in you overall. A couple offers out of the Pac-12.
Yeah, I'd say that I'm really interested in a lot of these Pac-12 schools. They're definitely some of the schools that rank highest on my list. And yeah, it's pretty interesting, all the Pac-12 schools on me, but I love it all. It's good.
You had an unofficial visit to Washington. Can you tell me about that visit?
Yeah, that was awesome up there in Seattle. It's great. I love the coaching staff and everything they're about up there. They're kind of bringing in a new culture up there, and I think the program's going in the right direction for sure.
And the University of Nevada. What stood out about that visit?
Yeah, Nevada was really cool. I really like their coach, or their D-line coach out there, Coach Al. I feel like me and him have built a strong relationship, and Nevada was a really cool spot as well.
Okay, so we're talking visits. It's summertime. This is kind of the time that guys are out there taking their visits. Are there any schools that you plan on taking official visits to this summer?
Yes. So right now I have 3 official visits booked right now for June. I'm going to San Diego State on an official visit, and then I'm going to Washington and Colorado on official visits in June. And then I've also got a couple unofficial visits lined up. I'm going to do USC and then Stanford at the end of the month. So super excited.
How did you decide which schools were going to be your 3 official visits and then ultimately your 2 unofficials?
Yeah, so that just kind of came with the relationships I've built with these coaches and these universities, just all the staff, and just they've built these really good relationships with me. So it's really exciting for my family and I to go out there. We've wanted to go out there for a while now. So
is there any visit, let's put football aside, just for pure location purposes. Is there any visit that you're just particularly looking forward to?
I wouldn't say anyone in particular. I'm looking forward to getting back up to Washington on an official visit. I love my unofficial visit up there. So I'm really excited to get back up there.
Right now, is there, one of these 5 schools that seems to be coming after you the hardest, or just showing the most interest?
I'd say the 3 schools I'm going on official visits, those are the schools that are kind of recruiting me the hardest: San Diego State, Colorado, and Washington. Those are kind of 3 schools that have really stood out just in terms of the love their coaches have showed to me and my family throughout the process. So
you're going into your senior season at Chaparral. I know the summer is kind of where these, 2023 rising seniors are going to make their official decisions. Do you have a date in mind for when you hope to be decided by?
Absolutely. I hope to be decided by sometime in August. So I've always said once I get my visits done, I feel like probably by the end of this month, I think I'll know, but then probably make it official in August or so.
Why do you find it important to you to kind of make this decision and then head into your final season?
Yeah, I feel like that's just really important to me. Not necessarily to get out of the way, because I love this whole process and it's been a ton of fun, but just to really focus my senior season on my team and, getting back to the state championship, because we got a lot of work to do. So it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to kind of have a firm commitment by then and stand by it. So.
All right, well, let's talk about this Chaparral team. What excites you about this, your 2023 class, and just as a whole, your team this upcoming season?
Yeah, I think our strong suit's going to be our defense this year, which is going to be awesome because Shap's kind of known for this really high-powered offense, these high-scoring games these past few years. But this year, I think we're going to be really defensive focused. We got a lot of returning seniors on the defense, our whole linebacking core, and then me on the D line and a couple of guys in the secondary. It'll make for a pretty good defense. So I'm pretty pumped up about that.
I'll close it out with this because you brought up leadership really early on. What does being a leader mean to you, and how do you plan on being a leader before you leave Chaparral?
Yeah, that's one of my kind of biggest goals. I feel like throughout my high school football experience was just kind of taking on this leadership role in my team because I feel like that's something I've always worked for, and we're doing good. Getting a couple more leaders to step up now, but we still got a lot of work to do. But it's awesome. That's something I love doing, just getting that leadership role and just, leading all the boys. So that's awesome.
Well, Gavin, best of luck this summer throughout the recruiting process and this upcoming season.
Awesome. Thank you so much.